Oh, how is it going, guys? Disney Dan here. Welcome back into the channel and welcome to episode 91 of Disney Fiasco. 91 episodes, absolutely crazy. I don't know how I've even got this far. 91. We're nearly actually 2 years of this thing, crazy enough. But 100 is just around the corner, and I've got some wonderful, wonderful guests joining me today. We have the wonderful Jeff from Diz Our Dream. Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
So good to see you, as well as Carlos from Disney World Freak, as well. A wonderful, wonderful channel here. Good to see everybody. We've got Charlie from the Disney Nerdheaders coming soon as well. They're just finishing off on the Foolish Mortals show on More Sunshine Please's channel. So we'll see Charlie very, very shortly. But yeah, it's going to be a fun show today. We're going to be talking about all of our favorite World Showcase or maybe future World Pavilions, our favorite Epcot pavilions. That's going to be the show tonight. So I'm looking forward to sharing and seeing what you guys... Well, I planned my list literally 3 minutes ago. So, but we had a great time a couple of weeks ago talking about Epcot, and I thought it would be quite fun to continue the Epcot conversation. And I think I've got some wonderful guests who really know Epcot with the back of their hands. So let's just firstly see who's in the chat, and then we will say hello. So we got R-Johns here. Welcome into the stream. You misspelled favorite again. No, actually, R-Johns, no, I didn't. I'm going to keep putting it as favorite as my favorite and not the American way. We got Emily from LSU Mum. Great to see you here. Mouse Talk, if you just missed out on Mouse Talk stream about Soarin', please go check it out. Walter's been doing different attractions every single day and ranking them. It's great. It's so fun. The Adventures of Gonzo, that reminds me, every Thursday at 5 p.m. Me and Gonzo go live for Disney Nuts, so please come check that out. We got Disney World Freak, Carlos here as well. He's also in the chat. Jeffrey is here as well. Good to see you. James Ryan. Samantha Lois here. Hello, Samantha. Hope you are well, my friend. Dana Jaworski. Welcome in, my wonderful friend. So good to see you here. So many great people here. Kenzie Days is here. So good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Christine Hickman, so good to see you too. Wow, so many people here already. Thank you so much for joining. And Dana's put all the emojis in the chat, but coming up on StreamYard, it doesn't kind of work. But, but that just reminds me, thank you to all my members who have signed up to the DIZNEYDAN membership. You guys are doing absolutely awesome stuff about choosing my Disney Food Fridays each and every week. So thank you for voting. And thank you to all my members who joined the channel. So we got Tim here. Welcome into the stream, Tim. And Margaret, welcome into the stream. So let's just go around. Jeff, this is our dream. So good to have you. Thank you for joining. Tell everybody.
Thanks for having me.
If people don't know, this is our dream. A wonderful channel, live streams. Tell everybody a little bit about you and your channel. Quickly, hello to Philly Crew. Good to see you. And Dougie from Waltergrams. Hope you are well. Dougie did some great live streams this week. Go check out Dougie's channel, please. Right, go on, Jeff.
Sure. So, hi, I'm Jeff, if you don't know me. My wife and I, Angela, we live stream every Saturday morning. Now that we have a house in Florida, we plan on doing a lot more once the parks open back up and things start to get back to normal. But we do a show with Myers and the Mouse on Thursdays, Dreaming with the Mouse on different channels. And yeah, we're all about Disney, and that's why we love Florida so much. Because the Pittsburgh weather stinks, the Florida weather not so much. So
you can't compete with British weather, trust me. I know it stinks up there, but it's not great here. Mike Wheeler's in the chat. Good to see you. In the middle of eating, so there is my hello to all. Mike, what are you eating, bro? What's on the menu tonight? Thank you so much, Jeff, for joining us. We are looking forward
Thanks for having us.
Forward to hearing your favorite pavilions. And we also got Carlos from Disney World Free. Carlos went live early today with Dougie. I caught up on your stream. It was absolutely fantastic as always, and definitely someone who's just started live streaming, but I feel you are slowly, like, for me, you are one to watch every Saturday morning for me. So I mean, no one is streaming at that time, and I was like, right, I know Carlos is on. It's the middle of the day. I can actually watch a live stream in the daytime here, which is great. But Carlos, please tell everybody a little bit about your channel, and yeah, go for it. The floor is yours.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, first, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's Carlos Disney World Freak. I stream on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. local time and on Saturdays at 8:30 with Weekend Wake Up. I figured nobody else was streaming at that time, so I took the opportunity of picking that hour. And lately, I've been uploading videos on Thursdays, basically cooking out of my kitchen. I figured I'd add some content to my channel. I went with something, probably my second love after Disney, or my third after my family, but it is food and cooking. So that's about it right now. That's the content I have, and once the weather gets better, we'll start doing some vlogging and some video from out in the ocean side of Rhode Island in Massachusetts and all the nice stuff we have here. But but I look forward to this. This is awesome. Thanks for having me. Like Jeff, I can speak for both of us. Epcot is definitely our favorite park. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Thanks.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely fun. Rachel, welcome into the stream. So good to have you here. And we also have the wonderful Disney nerd. Wait, hold on. I've got to say it. Thank the Phoenicians is the Disney nerd herders. How are you guys? We got Charlie and Stacey here. Welcome into the stream, guys. Hope you are well. I just checked into the Foolish Mortals stream. It was really, really fun. Tried to work out the Pirates of the Caribbean question. Just couldn't get it. But it was fun. We were just doing introductions. So go on. The floor is yours. I'm putting you straight on the spot here. Charlie and Stacey.
We are the Disney Nerd Herders, and I'm very bad at trivia. We're Disney World centric. We do Disney World videos as well as Disney World live streams, but we also cover autism awareness and cancer treatment awareness and theater and music, local stuff around Massachusetts. And what else? What else do we do?
Pretty much it.
Yep, we're big fans of Disney Dan, Carlos, and This Our Dream.
And this is the first time I've seen you since your big milestone. So a massive congratulations on 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
It's been an amazing sort of ride because I feel like I've been following you since the beginning. And
you have, yeah.
I remember when you started live streaming and the start of your videos, and it's just been amazing seeing you guys grow from, I think I was like 79th subscriber or something, or I think it was before the 100, and now over 1,000. So absolutely amazing and really well deserved. So
I apologize for all those early streams and.
No, I enjoyed. That's why I was there. I really enjoyed it.
If
so
you think we're bad now, you should have saw it 3 years ago.
Oh gosh, Mike Wheeler's having roast beef, fried sweet potatoes, baby carrots, and chopped onions tonight. Ooh, that sounds
awesome, Mike.
Amazing. Let's see who else is here. We got RobFuz here. RobFuz just did a premiere over at the Expedition Trails, which was a lot of fun. So if you haven't checked out my partner channel, RobFuz, please go do so. Magic of the Mouse TV, welcome into the stream. Welcome in, everybody. So good to see everybody. So today, favorite Epcot pavilions. We had a great time talking a couple of weeks ago about Epcot, and I thought it would be great to do this topic on Disney Fiasco. It'll be quite a fun sort of topic to do. I want to hear what people have in the chat, what's their choices, what's their favorite pavilions. So we're just going to go round the table like we normally do every Saturday and talk about our favorite Epcot pavilions. So we have two debuting Fiasco. I need to a plural of a Fiasco, Fiasconites. Fiasconites, two debuts right here. So it is obligate. My words are not good today. You are introduced us first. You're going to be doing it first, and then you'll come round to Charlie and Stacey, and then to myself. So we're going to start off with Jeff.
All right.
What is your favorite Epcot pavilion, or one of your favorites? What's the thing where you think, right, Epcot pavilion, that's the one? What is it?
All right. I'm going to go with the land. I know that might not be a popular choice, but you got Soarin', you got Living with the Land, you have Sunshine Seasons, you have the Garden Grill. I mean, you could eat and you can ride in there. I don't know. We just like it in there. We really like the Garden Grill meal. And if you just want to do quick service, there's a lot of healthy options at Sunshine Seasons. They have an awesome dessert section too at Sunshine Seasons. So that you can get like things there that you can't get anywhere else. So I had a peanut butter and jelly cupcake at Christmas last year, and it was the bomb.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was a bomb. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the land for my my number one.
See, I think the land for me, although it didn't make my list, it's probably the pavilion I spend the most time in. I don't know about everybody else, but I spend so much time in the land pavilion. I just even remember last year that as soon as I finished off wherever I was eating, I think it was in the Japan pavilion, we went back to the land pavilion to meet people. I think it's such a good place sort of to meet up because it's quite an enclosed sort of area, but it's also very, very busy. Cinderella Loves Disney, so good to see you. Welcome into the stream. And Mara in Memphis, so good to see you too. Anybody else have the land pavilion on their list?
I did.
I have it on the list. It wasn't my number one, but definitely on my list for sure.
So everyone apart from me, I feel a bit left out. So let's go around.
I have a number 3 on mine, but
so Carlos, why was it number 3 on your list?
It's number 3 because when I think more of a pavilions, I think more of World Showcase, but it still is number 3 above, the other. Now I'm drawing a blank on how many countries there are out there, but I have 2 countries ahead of the land.
Right.
Only 2. But the land, I agree with everything with Jeff. The land just has everything. It really does. But I prefer to World Showcase countries over it. But if you look at the land, he's correct. I mean, you got Garden Grill. You have Sunshine Seasons, that has so many different qualities of food, that you could find anything there, Sunshine. And, of course, the rides, Soarin', and I really enjoy Living with the Land.
Yeah, Magic and Mouse TV.
Not many people enjoy it, but it's a great little ride.
I like that ride, but I keep getting told off because I keep taking stuff off the plants, but, but yeah, Magic and the Mouse TV says Living with the Land is their favorite attraction in Epcot. It is such a. We go back to Sunshine Seasons. There's so much variety, even for the pickiest of eaters. There is so much to choose from. I always go for the Mongolian beef there.
Yeah,
that is such good stuff there with the rice. That now we're talking. Stacey, where was it on your list? Is it top 3? Was it a bit further down?
That would be one of my top 3. Yep.
Why was it in top 3?
For all the same reasons. Because it's like we enjoy hitting it up for breakfast. We've gone in there and done breakfast. It's a good way to start your day.
I've never done breakfast.
It was my number 4, so we're right there together.
Yeah.
We love because of the options for breakfast, especially with Avery and Sophie being very picky.
Yeah.
So limited to what they can eat.
Yeah, same for lunch too. We've eaten there for lunch as well, and the kids love how they can just go from each place and just get what they want. It's almost like a buffet, but it's not.
Right.
I love the awe factor of that pavilion. I mean, you're walking up that hill, and it's a grand entrance, and then when you get inside, you go over to the banister, and it's like you're looking down. You used to have the moving hot air balloons, but I can forgive that. But looking down, it's a wide open space. It looks awesome.
Right.
Yeah, you can see the people there, and you can see the entrances of the rides too. You know? And then
see everything.
Down.
You got the awe factor. You got food. You got rotating restaurants, character breakfast, and you got rides. It's like the perfect. It's a little theme park within the theme park, I guess.
Well, Magic of the Mouse TV says I want to do the backstage tour, which is the behind the seeds tour, which is like $14 or something. It's so
it's not expensive.
It's only that.
Amy, welcome into the stream.
Maybe closer to 20 or so, but
still
maybe.
I mean, look, you even get food on that tour. You get a slice of cucumber.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best $20 I've spent.
Nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Captain Akron, welcome into the stream. So good to have you here.
Cucumber slice.
Right. I mean,
the cucumber just a dull pickle.
Yeah.
Think of it.
Yes. Not as much flavor. But also, you know, there's Living in the Land. You got Soarin'. You got Sunset. She's a Garden Grill. I mean, I could recommend this restaurant to everybody. I think it's for me the best character meal on property, hands down.
We got reservations there this time coming up.
Wait for dinner. Hold on.
Canceled.
Breakfast or dinner?
Fingers crossed.
Breakfast or dinner? Or lunch?
What are we having? We having breakfast, dinner, or lunch? Do you remember?
I don't know.
You got one or the other.
I have a feeling. I don't know. I can't answer that either. I don't know. We're booked. That's all I know.
A piece of advice: have lunch or dinner.
Where else can you eat goldfish on your mac and cheese?
That's true.
Exactly.
Yes, yes, Jeff.
Eating goldfish on mac and cheese is the most brilliant. It's just as good as putting a cake pop on a Dole Whip. It's just as good as that. Behind the Scenes story is excellent and great value. We've done it twice. I'd love to do that. But we're also forgetting one tiny thing, which I think doesn't get as much love, and that's the Awesome Planet film.
Yeah.
As much as Disney really wants to push sort of that eco-friendly, we all got to save the planet thing, which I think Disney does already quite well. Here's what I would have done with it. I would have put, like, there's no other good ambassador for saving the planet than WALL-E. Make that a WALL-E film. I think it's perfect to go there. Like, it just makes sense. It's all about the land and the planet. And let's be honest, no one's going to go and see an Awesome Planet sort of thing with no characters. Like, there's no IP there, which I think Disney, sadly has gone that route. With they have to have an IP to get to fill seats. Put WALL-E in there, and WALL-E needs some park notice. Magic the Mouse TV. Oh, here he goes. Dan's talking about food. You are no good for my diet. I'm sorry. Jason Fraser, welcome into stream. So good to have you here. The original rotating restaurant was better. Gonna have to research that because I'm intrigued. Right, well, great pick. Opening, Jeff. The Lamb Pavilion, I think, is a no-brainer. I think it's wonderful. Carlos, we are moving to you, buddy.
Awesome. Yeah, I have personal reasons, some personal reasons for my pick, but I'm a Germany guy. I love just hanging out in Germany. I understand it's not a deep pavilion like the UK or the Italy pavilion or actually any other pavilion. It's not deep to go walk around in.
Well, hold on. You beat out the African pavilion, the African outpost.
I did. I definitely did there. And the Mexico pavilion. It's still deep into Mexico because what does Mexico really have? Steps. It's got a few steps. That's about it.
Oh, right.
But no, it does have a ride. But I'll take the Germany food. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's more about the food. You got beer guy, and you got the beers. You definitely have German beers. You have a Mickey pretzel that is the size of my desktop computer that I'm using right now. It's enormous. It is the size of Rhode Island. Thank you, Charlie. It's the size of my state. That pretzel, the music that's going on, and I love shopping. I am a shopper. I'm a male shopper. I enjoy it. I don't hide the fact. I love going into the German stores to see all the Steins, the Christmas store with all the pickles and all the other ornaments. The caramel store, the candy shop, pretty much. It's got everything.
Caramel couche.
Caramel couche.
Yeah, I couldn't even try to pronounce it, but thank you guys for helping out. But and when I said personal, even when my oldest son was going with us to Disney when he was younger, and just like Ethan now, we can spend hours by the trains.
Yeah,
I can buy a pretzel and a beer or two, and just let him hang out by the trains, and we just sit there, and he follows him around, and I mean, I'll take a good 100 pictures of him looking at the trains just to remember it. But that's the main reason why I picked Germany as my number one. It's all inside personal reasons for family wise, but it's still a great pavilion food wise. And again, I know I've said beer 3 times, maybe 4. So that's my number one. I love Germany. Just yeah.
Dana says Awesome Planet was good, but I won't go out of my way to see it. But they didn't even update the theater. Yeah, I think it's just they need to do something different over there. We got Kay Atwood here. Hold on, let me find Kay. One of my super mods. Hey, Kay Atwood, so good to have you here. And we got Noah here too. Welcome in, Noah. So good to have everybody here. Alyssa Sternberg as well. Welcome into the stream. Germany, I think Carlos, you know, I'm not the biggest sort of Germany pavilion fan. It wasn't on my list purely because there's not so much really you can do there. But you know what I liked about your choice was that it was personal. You chose it for personal reasons. It's not so much of everything you could do there, but it's what the country means to you, which I think is really great. And there's a lot of great stuff about the Germany pavilion that I think people overlook. I think the trains part outside to the left of the pavilion or the right, however you walk, amazing. It's really, really well sort of done over there. I think the look of the pavilion is beautiful. I think it's a really good looking pavilion compared to maybe some of the other pavilions. Pamela Hoffman, welcome into the stream. So good to have you here. But yeah, I think for me, I think what I said, I think a couple of streams ago, when I went to Beer Garden, I had a really terrible experience there. Maybe that's probably why I'm off sort of the Germany pavilion, but I'm happy to give that restaurant a go and spend a little bit more time there. The pickle tree there, I know pickles, Dan. Yeah, I know, it's pretty cool. Did anybody else have the Germany pavilion on their list?
Yeah, we did.
Charlie and Stacy, where was it on your list?
I'm gonna show Carlos some love here. It is my number one.
Wow.
Germany is my number one. See, I have different rankings though for different things, you know, because there's so many different things to categorize these pavilions by.
Right.
Like Germany, I love it. It's one of my favorite places to chill. And especially at nighttime, I love sitting at the benches out in front of the thing and looking up at the red lighting on those buildings.
The red glass. Yeah,
it's so relaxing.
Yes. And the fountain, they have the fountain, and it's like mood lighting there too.
It's at nighttime. I think it's the most beautiful pavilion at nighttime.
Yeah.
I love the glass lighting, the red glass, and just the lighting of the whole pavilion and the old architecture.
It's the red and white with the statues, which I think really make it
which is excellent. It's very old school Germany, you know, before they got nasty. But it's
Soraya, welcome into the stream. So good to have you here.
But yeah, it's one of my favorite things. I love the trains. I love hanging out with the train.
I do.
We love the effects that they did with Phineas and Ferb.
Yep.
Yes. Can I just say that was one of the most overlooked things that I feel like people should have done.
Yeah.
Like the Kim Possible one was great, and the Phineas and Ferb one was great. Talk about a fun thing to do with your kids around the World Showcase instead of dragging them around. Like, that's something so fun to do.
Yeah, the different trigger things that you can do, you know, with
I think they had
different smarts around the clock. They had Perry the Platypus popping out of the flowers. They had steins. Those steins, you could trigger them to actually yodel.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the cuckoo clocks, right?
Yeah, the cuckoo clocks.
And then you also had the sorry.
So no, saying Germany was the best view to watch Illuminations. Now the Epcot Forever debuts, you can watch it anywhere. I remember watching Illuminations with Epcot Bob and a few others. I think Samantha was there and a few others, and we watched it from the Germany Pavilion, and it was such a great view. Like, it was stunning.
That was our number one spot. We used to have before Illuminations, there was the one where they used to go by country by country. They used to have the country's music and they used to light it up. And we used to, for years and years, that was the little outcrop on the Germany Pavilion.
Yeah.
There's an outcrop that goes out into the lake. And we used to sit there right at the end. We used to feed the ducks. We used to sit there for like an hour and a half beforehand. And that was our favorite spot to sit for the Illumination.
We got Wendy Lou Who here. Welcome into the stream. Being sent round by More Sunshine. Well, thank you, Jim, from More Sunshine Please, for sending people over. So glad to have you, Wendy. Thank you so much for joining. And Jonathan Chung is here. Welcome in. I'm Wendy, and I'm from Scotland. Oh, very nice. And I'm an Englishman, so don't hate me. Oh gosh, if only Dougie was here, and he would go full. He would go to town on the English, but yeah, I think the Germany Pavilion. I think I totally agree with you guys that it is such a great spot to watch I was going to say happily ever after. I don't know where my mind is today. Epcot Forever and Illuminations, and just this. I think, like I said, it is stunning to look at. I think the actual pavilion itself looks beautiful. So
imagine if they would have actually went through and put a ride in that pavilion. That would have been sweet.
So what would you want?
They could do Snow White. They could have done something like that.
Yep.
Bring back Snow White's Scary Adventures and put it in the Germany Pavilion.
That's awesome.
Right?
That
totally would have worked. Yeah, they have her.
I missed that ride.
Oh, me too. I remember going on that when I was a child, and I was scared to death. It was terrifying. When the Queen turned around, she turned into the hag. I was terrified. I was terrified. Avery is here. Welcome in, Avery. I like watching the fireworks from Japan and Germany. Yes, definitely Japan is a great spot for illuminations and the fireworks. So as Carlos took your number one, Charlie, and was Stacy, was Germany number one for you too?
No, it's not your number
one.
one.
Okay, so Stacy, what's number one for you?
Japan. You got
Why?
kakigori.
Yes.
That's my
The
number 3.
kakigoris, right?
Yes.
I mean, seriously. You have the koi fish.
Yes.
You have where you can walk up past the kakigori stand, and you got like the gardens and the statue, that weird Birdman statue, whatever it is.
Yep.
And at night, it's beautiful because it has all the lighting. And you got the fountain up top. Then you got a quick service.
Katsura Grill.
Right? You got Teppanydu, which is my favorite restaurant. And then you also have the Tokyo Dining, which might be my second favorite restaurant, actually.
Tokyo Dining was awesome, too.
I need to try Tokyo Dining.
And then you got the stores. You got
we love the stores.
The stores.
Giant,
Avery loves the stores.
Yeah, it's a giant store.
Yeah.
I went full on Japan anime with my Pokemon t-shirt today. So
yeah. Avery goes there and he looks for Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball shirts, yeah.
So the store's wonderful, and you have the oyster thing, so there's a little experience that you can do as well.
Yeah.
And then don't they make some like origami
stuff.
Like out of candy or something?
Alyssa loves it. Amy, lots of fans of the Japanese pavilion here, and absolutely, Japan just missed out on my top 3. You're absolutely right with all the food alone. It's amazing. Wendy goes, hold on. Ooh, there we go. I like the UK pavilion OVS. Oh, I wonder why. Just the food alone. Like the kakigori for one, amazing snack. And then you've got Katsura Grill, which arguably has the best seating to watch the fireworks on top of the stairs right there, overlooking. That is amazing. And then you also have Teppanydu, which probably has I don't know, I love the steak there. That was really good there. Mm-hmm. And then Tokyo Dining, I haven't tried yet. The only thing I won't eat from the Japan Pavilion is the little crabs that come in a packet. The dried crabs.
Oh yeah, we haven't tried that. I haven't tried
that. We'll buy tons of candy from that candy shop that they have. And
the green tea Kit Kats.
So good.
I miss the Japanese drummers. Yeah. My girls always loved finding a pearl in Japan. I love that experience.
Yeah, Sophie loves it too.
Won't be the same without the drummers. I hope they bring the drummers back. I think they will. I have a good feeling in my heart they'll bring back the drummers. So did anyone else have the Japanese pavilion on their list? So Charlie had it.
That was my number 3.
Okay, so Charlie, you had it at number 3. Jeff, you had it at number 4. And Carlos, you didn't put it on the list.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Totally okay.
It's so hard when ranking these lands. You know, ranking these pavilions. I mean, they're all awesome. It's like
they're different.
You
need
to have that disclosure. They're all awesome, but if we were forced to rank them, this is the rank we'd have to do. But they're all awesome.
Yeah, well, Kay said there was going to be a roller coaster at the Japanese pavilion named Mount Fuji. Yeah, I remember reading about this. I don't know how they were going to work it. It was going to be sort of like there was going to be a Japanese sort of temple or castle at the back of the pavilion, and that would kind of be the queue into it. Was I think there was sort of sketches that it was a lot like the Matterhorn,
but slightly by Godzilla the whole time.
Oh, could you imagine? Jeff, you had it at number 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
We enjoy going to that Mitsukishi store. They have also added another restaurant in Japan too.
Right.
I'm not sure if you're aware of that.
Yeah,
it's very expensive.
It's Kumite.
Yeah. So they actually have 3 sit downs now. They have that quick service. They have the entertainment with the drummers. So yeah, we like going, let our daughter pick out a pearl, make some jewelry out of it or whatever. They bang the drums when they get the pearl and stuff like that. But yeah, I think Japan's my number 4 just because of the shopping, the kakiguri. I probably botched that. We love the shave.
You nailed it.
The koi pond. I could look at watch the koi pond, and
the fish and that.
It's just very tranquil, and it goes back. I mean, it's beautiful too. They have the small trees, the bonsai trees too. That you can,
Have you guys been into the museum?
Yes.
I love the museum. I think a lot of people don't even know that there's a museum in the Japanese.
One of them. Learning this now.
So if you go over to where the snack section is, the Mitsukoshi department store, and you leave through the double doors, to your right, it's very well hidden, is a museum of Japanese culture, and there's a big sort of colorful. It looks like you've had
gum.
It looks like if you've got a lot of bubble gum and taken it out and remodeled it. That's what it kind of looks like. It's kind of disgusting, but it's kind of cool. I know, right? I'm selling. Everyone wants to go and see this like mushed up bubblegum statue thing now, right? Wendy goes dried crispy crab snacks. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Nope. The museum
we've done the pearls a lot. My wife has done at least the pearls 6 or 7 times in a row. 6 or 7 trips in a row. She's done pearls, the pearl. Yeah.
Sophie loves them.
That's about the only thing we go in there for.
I love the fact everyone's talking about crabs and stuff in the chat because they know I have to into it. Charlie, so number 1 was taken. So do you want to move on to your second pick?
Yes, my number 2 was the UK Pavilion. I have. Because
Can I just say, it wasn't in my top 3.
It wasn't?
No.
Wow. I like the architecture of it. I like the football store.
Yeah.
One of my favorite places to walk into. Yeah. We love English candy.
They finally got Liverpool shirts at the football store.
Yes, they do. There was a market. Whenever we've asked for Liverpool shirts in the past, they're saying there's a marketing issue with the marketing people in the Liverpool Football Club and whatever. So they usually have generic Liverpool shirts. And they had like 4 or so.
They have 4 different ones. Yeah.
I wish they had the real
authentic one,
but real expensive, authentic.
Yeah.
Baby stuff.
Right.
We love the candy there. We love the little
chocolate,
the dishes, the little Royal Dalton and
China,
stuff like that, and
the British Revolution
tea shop. Yeah.
The British Revolution band. Yes, Jeff.
And the little gardens out back.
Yeah.
Can I just say, those British Revolution guys, they are amazing, but none of them are British. They're all American.
Do they talk with the British accent?
No. I think one's from like Kentucky and Idaho and
that's funny.
Florida.
There's also a nostalgia effect to that pavilion for me because I've been over to England probably 10 times, especially when I was a younger person.
The last time that you went, you were
the last time was 1987. Yeah, I was like 17. But I've been like 10 times before then, and we used to go visit castles or whatnot. So we used to. I like the stores that have the genealogy and that type of thing, and they have the shields and they have the names and the crests and all that stuff. I really like that type of thing.
Yeah.
And I like the swords and stuff like that. So that's another reason why
I like their flag too. And they have a lot of gifts that have that too. And the Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins is my favorite character. Well, not character, but and they had a lot this time.
A
of
lot
Mary Poppins merchandise.
A lot of merch.
Well, you know what? Because we're getting that attraction, aren't we? The Mary Poppins attraction. So there's going to be a big shift in Mary
Can't
Poppins.
wait
Yeah.
to
They
see
also have a lot
Cherry
of
Tree
Mr.
Lane.
Bean.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jenny Faces, I agree. The UK is the best. Can't beat a cream egg or a twirl or a flake. I mean, those are the amazing.
We buy a lot of chocolate there.
Have you been to? So Wendy asked, have you been to Scotland?
Have you been to Scotland?
I have been to Scotland. Yes, I have been to Inverness, where we almost died with a faulty rent-a-car. My father was a crazy person, and back then they used to have these bridges that would end in nowhere, just fall off into the ocean. And for some reason, he liked to park the car, and then he had some parking brake issues. But we ended up not killing ourselves, obviously.
So
But it was a scary incident. Yes.
So how was it driving on the correct side of the road?
Right.
Hence why I said correct side of the road.
All I remember was empty roads. There was no. This was back in the 70s,
Yeah, true.
early
Yeah,
80s.
And if this is Scotland, then it's definitely a lot less sort of busy than it is down here in London. So
Fields and sheep.
Yep.
And Dougie with a little.
Cadbury chocolate. Oh, if you've never had Cadbury chocolate, that is what it's called. Avery, I heard Cherry Tree Lane might be cancelled because of the crisis. Well, I think it will come
Postponed.
maybe a little later. It'd be postponed.
Yeah.
Yes, postponed. UK was on my list. It was number 4. The reason why I didn't put it in my top 3 was because I didn't want to be biased. Carlos, you had it at number 2.
Yeah.
Funny, me and Charlie have been matching up on a lot of things.
Right.
First, number 1, our favorite ride is Splash Mountain. So, and now with Germany and the UK being 1 and 2, I don't know, Charlie. Maybe we are brothers from another mother, but UK. I had UK number 2 for myself. It's the band. I mean, it's the least of it, but the shopping, the buildings, and to be able to just hang out in the back where the band plays when they're not playing. It's so peaceful back there.
Yeah.
Again, I'll say grab a beer. You got to grab that beer and go sit in the back. And just go sit back there and walk through the shops, come out in the back where nobody usually is, and just hang out. It's so peaceful. I had a number 2 for those reasons.
I always get lost in the maze. I mean, kids can work out the maze, but I don't. Jeff, was it on your list, pal?
It's number 5 on my list.
5.
Because we always get kicked out of the store for kicking the football around. When I was there in February, it was all like Elton John stuff, though, because of Rocket Man just came out. So there was a lot of Elton John merch all over the place.
Comes from my hometown.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
What's another thing in that UK pavilion that I love? Before portable charges and everything.
Yeah,
where Winnie the Pooh used to take his picture.
Yeah,
in one of the back rooms, there's a large chair there, and nobody ever sits in it. Well, I do. I find a way. I just go plop myself on that chair. If it's warm out, the AC's going, I plop myself in that chair and I plug my phone in the wall. Nobody knows about it. Nobody goes back there. It's,
that's the kid caught spot.
Where
the kids go in color and everything. It's like, my son will sit there with crayons. I'm like, there's nobody here. Nobody's plopped on this chair. I'm going to plop on this chair. I'm going to relax. That's another thing about that pavilion. I'm telling you. Next time you're there, check it out. It's a large, not a recliner, but it's a large chair.
We are known for our chairs. Well, it says number 1 for me is Morocco. Mars says Peter Rabbit merch from the UK is so much better than what it is available in the USA. Mouse Talk goes 2nd the UK pavilion, 3rd is Japan. I could send care packages. Yeah, absolutely. The only thing I don't like, the only reason why it didn't make my top 3 was because was because they advertised shepherd's pie, and it's not shepherd's pie; it's cottage pie.
Cottage pie.
You know, we didn't even mention Gross
It's been a week, and I'm still have that grudge. So if you were last week, Disney Nerders invited me on, and we're talking about the UK Pavilion over at the Rose and Crown, and it says on the menu shepherd's pie, and it said made with minced beef, and I'm like, nope. That's not shepherd's pie because the shepherds herd the sheep, and sheep is lamb. So if it was lamb in a shepherd's pie, it would be shepherd's pie. If it was beef, it is a cottage pie. So that's the only reason why it came out of my top 3. It's a bit dramatic, but
they had a.
That's it, Suzanne. We're eating cottage pie from now on.
Noah says number 1 is Italy, 2 is Italy, 3 is Norway, 4 is UK, 5 is Japan or Japan. Right.
We had one of our funnest meals there in the UK Pavilion. The last time we were there, we were able to go down. A lot of people don't realize that they have that dockside
seating area
by the water there, and it's really, really low next to the water. So we actually went down there. We sat on the ground. By the gate, right? And we had a couple ducks around. We had fish and chips, and we had the sponge cake. It was awesome. It was such an awesome thing. And it was a sunset. It was the most. That
was like one of the best things.
It was a fantastic dinner that we had.
Yeah.
Avery says Morocco is also my favorite. The architecture is mind blowing. Dan, you are so right about the shepherd's pie. No, I know. James Ryan, Morocco, China, and Mexico. Yeah. Nice, James. I love those choices. Dana, Morocco's beautiful pavilion. Walt, I love the mosaics, food, and music there. Oh, yes, absolutely. Noah, France is number 2. I put Italy twice. I see. So we are 41 minutes into the stream, and I haven't even got to my first pick. I'm gonna bring it back to the future world. Number 1 on my list. The reason why I put it number 1 on my list, because as I think a lot of you may know, people in the chat know, I like to choose different things that kind of get overlooked and things I just love. And we're heading to Future World, and we're choosing the Seas Pavilion. That's my number 1.
Food there.
The Seas Pavilion, for me, I think is what I think Epcot is all about. It's all about, education with fun. It's using IPs. It's using sort of education to help us about the environment and about wildlife. And so I love the Seas, one, because the air conditioning is just amazing. As soon as you walk into that building, it's like the best air conditioning on Disney property, hands down. It's even better than walking into your hotel room. I'll put it up against any air conditioning building in the whole of Walt Disney World. That's a great topic. Best air conditioned buildings as a Disney Fiasco episode. Got it. We'll only get through one like we are today. The Seas has great air conditioning. There's also a game that you start off with as soon as you walk into the pavilion, because you can't see anything. So the game is you can't walk into things. It's fantastic. And I just love everything. I love the ride vehicles going onto the Seas of Nemo and Friends attraction. I love the animatronics in there. Very basic, simple. You follow the story. The music, come on. Like, every time I watch Finding Nemo, I'm like, what happened to the song? Where's the song? Like, come on. I want to sing In the Big Blue World. You're like, come on. It's great. I love the projections right at the end of the attraction that are being projected onto the glass, so you see Nemo and Crush and all the characters like interacting while there are fish behind them, and you get to go on 2 levels of the aquarium. You get to see sharks and manatees and dolphins, and it's so good. And then you see the manatees. I think are just are incredible. You got Turtle Talk in there, which I haven't tried yet, which I'd love to do. And then you've got Coral Reef as well, which is a really great restaurant. If you love fish, if you love, even not if you don't like fish, the steak there is pretty good too. The gift shop is actually one of my favorite gift shops in the whole of Epcot, because I think it's very unique and very different. The theming of the whole pavilion is great, and you can even go scuba diving in it. Like, you can go scuba diving at Disney in a theme park. Like, come on, it's great. So that's why I chose the Seas with Nemo and Friends and the Seas Pavilion. So Dana says Coral Reef, even though it's the Seas Pavilion, is one of the best steaks I've ever had, and the atmosphere is incredible. I totally agree. Wendy says I love Nemo. UK, Japan, Italy. Bill, welcome to the stream. It has all the water to keep cool. Exactly. Crush Talk is fun. I need to try that. Nemo is a fun ride, although a bit short. It is a bit short, but you could just go off and get back around again because there's never a line for it anyway. So,
Right.
I'm going to ask, did anyone put the Seas on their list?
I did not have it on my list.
No.
Break my heart.
There's definitely some cool places in there. You know,
Yeah.
I like how when you walk in, it's like walking into the beach.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
Like a little walkway,
Yep.
and it's like you're walking into the ocean.
the smell
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the
And then it starts
Br-
bringing you under the water.
I think that's why the air conditioning is so good, because it feels like that sea breeze that's kind of bringing you into the pavilion.
Yep.
I'll give you this. If you check the radar and you know it's going to rain for a good hour and a half, that's the pavilion, even more than the land, that I'd like to go into if it's really going to rain.
And you know
There's
what?
so much. Just the
Yeah.
aquarium alone. There's
Yeah.
so much to see that can kill the time when it's raining.
And it's never,
That's, to me,
ever
great
crowded. Never
No.
crowded.
Yeah.
Never, ever crowded.
It used to be. I remember
Yeah.
the lines actually near the beach section. There was lines waiting to go in the turnstiles. But now it's a walk on.
That's way back in the
It's
day.
way back in the day. Yes.
Yeah.
Jay says, I like when the divers are in the... I love the little
Yeah.
it's like thin tank right in the middle of the pavilion, and the diver goes down. That's pretty cool. Watching kids interact with Crush Talk is so much fun.
Love Crush Talk.
I've got to
Love it.
try that. So, yeah, I think I wanted to choose something a little different, something I think people should definitely go over, because I think it's one of those pavilions which I never would want them to change. And it's always a great sort of way to just relax. So the only downside is there's no seating area there. There's no seating area. That's the only downside to that pavilion.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
There's no. Yeah.
You see a lot of people sitting on the floor and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed last year's in November. Again, it was raining, so we headed there. Figured we hit Crush Talk and let Ethan relax and everything. And you're right. There's just no place to sit. There's no place to hang out.
No.
So everybody was just plopped on the floor. Just spread out everywhere. So makes it tougher to walk too when there is no place to sit.
Yeah.
And that place does get somewhat crowded. When it's raining, it does get crowded in there.
Coral Reef was the last restaurant we ate at before Disney shut down.
Wow.
Right.
So
We love it. Yeah, we love sitting next to those windows. It's very nice and scenic, and
Yeah.
In the 80s, it had more fish. Oh, didn't know.
I've heard that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Steve Michaels, welcome into the stream. So good to have you here. So as we are, funnily
Wow.
enough, time has flown by. And I know we definitely need to do a part 2 to this, because we've only really done one pick each. Because we need to wrap up, because in around 12 minutes time, Walt, my partner channel, is going live for what should have been Sports Night, but it's going to be him and Steve talking about some Disney news from this week, some good stuff, some bad stuff. So go check out Walt on Mouse Talk straight after the stream. Good friend of ours. So we are definitely going to have to do a continuation of this topic, because we only got through one, but we got through 5 pavilions overall. But I think we definitely need to continue this topic at some point. We got Jack Jones here. Welcome in, Jack. Good to see you, pal. And we got Ed from the Viapree Project. Welcome in, Ed and Mindy, partner channels, friends. Go check out the Viapree Project. And they've got sessions coming up with my other partner channel, RobFuz. So I'm looking forward to that. What a panel. Good to see you, Ed. And I like the Coke Pavilion. Oh, you mean the African Outpost?
Yep.
Best
Coconut hot
frozen,
dog.
best frozen
Yeah,
Coke on
ice cream.
property.
frozen
And ice
Coke
cream.
Pavilion.
And ice cream.
Yeah.
Um,
Some they have the best chocolate ice cream in Disney.
I'm gonna have to try that.
That's what she said.
It's funny because that's another pavilion we hang out at, and I always bring up Ethan for these things because he is the younger one, so we have to stop more for him. But those drums that they have there, again, it's another place. If especially during food and wine, I'll grab a whole bunch of from different booths, 3 or 4 snacks. Go sit there. He'll spend an hour just banging those drums, and it makes his day. That little pavilion can make a child's day. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
isn't it funny that the African Outpost has more seating there than the Seas does?
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
Emily says, my 2 sons, a DIL and a granddaughter, are certified scuba divers, and they did Dive Quest in December. It was great experience for all of us, and so much fun to watch them diving through the It's amazing.
That's awesome.
Sorry, we can only see eye level of Charlie and Carlos and the ears of Stacy. There we go. So what we're going to do now, as we are slowly, very quickly running out of time, we're going to go through our list. Your ranking of your list, but obviously we will come back to this in a future stream because there's so much to talk about in Epcot, and we have only scratched the surface of Epcot. So I'm going to start off with Jeff from Disar Dream. What is your list? Now, I know you've got the A4 masterpiece sheet, Holy Grail.
Right.
Feel free to go through your list.
Okay, so the Land Pavilion is number 1. I'm going to go. France is my number 2. Mexico's number 3. And then Germany's 4. And 5. What did I say? 5 is UK. So this is my top 5. Sorry.
I love it. Hey, DG Explorers are here. Welcome in, Derek and Gregory. Welcome into
I just think
Derek, Gregory.
Every pavilion is great. There's just something we go to for certain pavilions. Like Germany, I go to for the beer. I'm not a big drinker, but if I want a beer, I go to Germany and a pretzel. If I want a snack, I'll go to Norway. If I want this, I'll go to the. So I think each pavilion has a lot to offer.
Sure.
It's just what I'm in the mood for at that time that I need, Yeah.
More sunshine, please. Welcome into the stream. Jim is here. If you haven't checked out Jim's channel, just did the 5 Foolish Mortals show. Please go check it out. Jim is a good friend of the community, a good friend of the channel, and a wonderful channel. So go check out Jim. Love the list, Jeff. Definitely very much world showcase, showing the beauty of those countries, and we'll definitely come back and talk about those in a future stream. So thank you so much for that wonderful list. Carlos, what does your list look like?
Yeah, I've given you guys my top 3 already with Germany, UK, and the land. I'll just give you the next 2 would be Mexico and France. That would be my top 5.
Nice.
Mexico, because of the ride. I love that ride. I really do. It just, again, personal reasons. It all comes back to memories with the kids. Yep. And France is all about the bakery. I could have breakfast. I could have lunch. I could have dinner. I could have snacks in between.
Yep.
It's like you cannot not find what you don't want in that bakery. I'm not even talking about when I said snacks. Forget about the gelato place, or the restaurants. Give me a lobster bisque with a big baguette and a chocolate mousse. I can eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day.
Yeah,
it's just
Give me a baguette.
Don't get the 20-foot long one.
Yes.
Yeah, I screwed up. I've told you guys that story already. When I told the guy, when he asked me, would you like a large or a small? And I looked at my wife. I says, we're going to split it, right? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I want the large. And the guy brings me a 2-foot long baguette. Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute.
That's crazy.
I was looking at that other thing up there. He's like, oh, no, that's the small. I'm like, yeah, no, I want the small. I'm sorry.
Steve, welcome into the stream. Power Channel, part of the DIZNEYDAN Crew, great friend. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Please go check out Walt from Mousetalk is going to be live with Steve in around 6 minutes' time. Looking forward to seeing you there, Power, and hope you are doing well. Amy from AJC Magic TV, Lobster Bisque, absolutely. We've got Viapree say they need to make the dining area in the bakery bigger in France. Yeah, because by the time I walk out, I'm going to be like 100 pounds off after that.
You can never find anything there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Yeah. Only at 11 o'clock at night, you'll find some seating.
Even that's a stretch.
Jennifer UK, how's it going? So good to have you here. So thank you everybody for joining. Thank you so much, Carlos. That was a wonderful. It's definitely the bakery. That's definitely the main attraction at the France Pavilion until the Ratatouille ride comes.
Yep.
And then you just go eat at the bakery afterwards. Stacey, what was your list like?
Number 1's Japan, 2 is the land, 3 is UK, 4 is Mexico, and 5 is Norway. But once that Ratatouille ride comes in, France is gonna be moving up that list.
Jumping up that list.
Yeah, that's my favorite movie. So.
I think so.
Yeah.
It is. I love that film. Obviously, it's a movie about food. Why wouldn't I love it?
Right.
Great picks, and the chicken fingers from Mexico.
Chicken fingers from everywhere.
This is why we love you, Stacey.
I'll have to do a video and do a food review on the chicken fingers.
Show you eating
just on chicken fingers.
You know what? When we're at Disney World at the same time, I will specifically do a special Disney Food Friday. Myself and Stacey from Disney Nerd Herd is trying out the chicken fingers from Mexico, hands down. Wendy, where are we going next? We are going to head over to Mouse Talk in 4 minutes' time. 4 minutes' time, we're going to head over there to say hi to Walt from Mouse Talk. Charlie, what was your list like?
My quick list. I had some ties, though. My first one was Germany. Second was UK.
Yes.
Third was a tie between Japan and China because I love both of their stores in there. They're so huge.
Yep.
4 was the land, and 5 was a tie between Mexico and France.
Nice. Lovely picks. Very.
So many ties. It's just
so many ties. You can't just choose one. Wendy says it's nearly 1 a.m. here. Yep. I'm here every week. Everyone thinks I'm mad. Fantastic list, guys. My picks, I went with the Seas as number 1. Number 2, I don't think anybody mentioned this pavilion. It's the Italy Pavilion. I love the Italy Pavilion. Food-wise, architecture, for me, it's the most beautiful pavilion for me.
Sergio.
Oh, yeah, dude, he's entertaining as hell. Number 3 is also, beginning with I, the Imagination Pavilion. I love the Imagination Pavilion, not just because of the ride, but its history and the interactive area for kids. The DVC Lounge is pretty cool too. And I think it's one of the most beautiful future world. I think it's the best looking in terms of future world, in terms of their pavilions. And then number 4 was the UK, and number 5 was Japan. Wow. Episode 91 of Disney Fiasco. It's come and gone. It's in the books. And I've had such great fun. I've got to thank my wonderful, wonderful guests, which we're going to go around just quick plugs. And we'll send everybody over to Walt from Mouse Talk. Jeff, this is our dream. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your day.
Thanks for having
episode. Tell everybody a little bit about your channel and go for it.
All right. Tomorrow we have Nerd Talk coming up at 4 o'clock.
Yes.
That'll be on our channel. It switches between us, Tracy, Glenn, Kenzie Days, and Russ Stapleton. Thursdays we have Dreaming with the Mouse with Myers and the Mouse, and Saturdays we have our live stream at 11 a.m. Eastern. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Well,
and we're probably going to be going through Disney for some live streams now that we're here. So
looking forward to, well, if you haven't checked out This Our Dream, you guys are missing out if you haven't subscribed. So please go check out Jeff and Angela's channel. Veronica, welcome into stream. So good to have you. The Italy has great jewelry too. It absolutely does. Hi Dan. Hi Carlos. Hi Charlie. Hi Stacey. Hi Jeff from Rachel.
Hey, Rachel.
Disney. Well, guys, go check out This Our Dream. Please go do and subscribe. Carlos from Disney World Freak. Thank you so much. Again, your debut episode. Thank you so much, pal. Thank you for inviting me on your morning wake up shows, and tell everybody a little bit about your channel.
Yeah, again, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it, Dan. You've been a big inspiration to everything I do, so thanks a lot. Yeah, Tuesdays at 3 p.m. with Shooting a Breeze, and Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. I know it's early, but it's weekend wake up. I've had everybody on, so all of you guys on, and I appreciate that. It's fun doing what I do. I just want to give a quick shout out to. He's in the chat. He's one of your mods. Big Noah Mountain is 29 away from 1K.
Yeah,
so if you guys
subscribe,
Noah, Big Noah is 29 away. He's a big supporter of all of us. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go check out Big Noah and give him a subscription.
Please do.
29 away from 1K. That's a big number. So
you know what? Every single week, Noah tweets on Twitter pretty much everybody for a shout out.
Yeah.
Noah has been a massive supporter. Has been a massive supporter. Noah has been fantastic, and he deserves to be at that 1K. MC Dogs Pop, welcome into the stream, guys. So good. It was so fun hanging out with you guys the last week. Guys, if you haven't checked out MC Dogs Pop, anything pop figures, pop Funkos, please go check those guys out. They were a lot of fun. So thank you, Carlos, and thank you for joining, and thank the Phoenicians, Charlie and Stacey. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. It's always a pleasure having you guys here. Really great friends, and also, I want to say this right to the end. Thank you so much for my card. I wanted to say thank you on stream for going out of your way to send me this beautiful card, and thank you for everything you've done for me and my channel. And you guys are really true friends, and you guys have been amazing. So thank you so much. And this is your time to plug, shout out your channel. Go ahead, guys.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to you. You've been, again, like we discussed before, you've been a supporter of our channel since the beginning. So thank you. You've just been so kind to us, and yes, we consider you a friend also. And it's always fun being on your show or having you on our shows, and definitely a fun time. Tomorrow we're on with our lazy Sunday morning live stream with Mouse Talks, Walt and Melissa.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about everything tomorrow. Pretty much, it's pretty much open. We're gonna be talking about certain subjects. But
so that's 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
11 o'clock. So the Sunday mornings we have 11 a.m. our lazy Sunday morning live streams. Wednesday nights at 7. We do our Not Quite Ready for Primetime live stream. That's every Wednesday night. We're going to continue doing our park ride series. We're going to be ranking the Epcot rides with Jim from More Sunshine Please and D&G Explorers.
Nice.
Gregory, who are also very good friends of the channel.
Mm-hmm.
And
on Tuesday,
Stacy.
Yeah, I'm going to be on Mouse Talk on Tuesday night. It's going to be me, Melissa, and I'm not too sure who else. I think it's going to be like ladies' night, and we're going to talk about Disney snacks. Yeah, I know you like that.
Can I join ladies' night? I'll shave my beard. Oh, that sounds absolutely fantastic. MC Doors, sorry Dan, coming late, work and getting food. You got to tell me what food, because I always love my Disney food, or any food really. Thank you for joining, guys. If you haven't checked out the Disney Nerd Herders, please go do so. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. As for me, Disney Food Friday dropped on Friday. If you liked Moana and Dole Whip, I did a mashup, so you can go check out that. Thursday, 5 p.m, I'll Disney Nuts with Gonzo and I, The Adventures of Gonzo. We have a special guest for Thursday at 5 p.m. And then I've got a video coming out on Tuesday. And then next week, episode 92 will be featuring The Adventures of Gonzo, Your Pal Out, and Geeking Out with Melly Mel. We are doing our breakfast pals, but not breakfast, because it's not breakfast time, it's dinner time. So thank you so much, everybody. What I would like everybody to do right now in the chat, I would like you to go over to Mouse Store channel and say Disney Dan sent me. Go say hi to Walt and Steve, and they are good friends of mine, so go over there. If a moderator could put their link in the description and say Disney Dan sent me, please go do that. And thank you to all my members. Thank you so much to all my members who've signed up to the Disney Dan membership. If you haven't, message me about DM me about getting into the membership Facebook page, please let me know. Send me a direct message on Twitter or on Instagram, and I'll get you into the membership as soon as possible. Oh, Veronica, thank you so much for the 19.99. Here we go. The super chat. Thank you so much. Veronica is absolutely wonderful. You mean the world to me. Thank you so much. So generous. So thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. And we are going to end the stream. Head over to Walt from Mouse Talk, and we'll see you guys all for episode 92 next week. See you later,
everyone.